Hello again. Um I have to post again because I promised myself that. So even if nobody watches, hopefully there's someone watching this. Today is about another day of standing up, whether it's standing up against a narcissistic family member or if it's about the system on a global scale. So I can start with saying that I have my birthday this Saturday. I turned 35. And um, a family member had to actually attend it and did not behave very nicely at all, without getting into a long story about it, because I don't want to make too long videos. And even with a trembling voice, that person was came to my house today, and I was trembling inside. It's not easy, even with a very racing heart. I knew that I have to stand up for myself, and I decided to do it. And I said, if you're really a grown-up person, you should talk about what happened on my birthday. And that person left the house, but did actually end up calling me back. And as it is with narcissistic people, they can't listen and they can't take ownership. So I decided to hang up because they weren't really letting me speak. And after that, I did send my voice messages and I said to them how I felt, like owning up and being an adult and doing what is required is what I'm doing, because I was being accused of wanting to fight and not letting things go. And that's a typical strategy of a person who can't and won't and is in denial and won't look at their own behavior, because deep down inside they actually, I would say, they actually do know, which is why they are in denial in the first place, because there's something they're denying, right? So there must be something that they have to deny in order to like switch it up, just like politicians. And that leads me into the next part of this. I was a bit challenged today because at 6 o'clock today, people were supposed to bang their pots in solidarity of Palestine, and I actually decided not to do that. And I'm a little bit ashamed of that, but I'll try again tomorrow, because even if I always pride myself in, even if everybody doesn't do anything, I'll do it. But I couldn't do something as simple as that because it creates noise and it creates attention. And I did not want to be looked at as some kind of lunatic, even though, why not? Why the hell not? Why can't I do something as simple as that for people that, I mean, that's nothing compared to what some people are doing. They're on these flotilla boats and whatnot. They're risking their own lives. And it's funny because I almost feel like it's much more okay for me to go on a boat trying to make a statement than to just take a pot and start banging it. But I did what I could today. I donated and I keep posting because there's really not much we can do other than donating or posting if we're living far away and not having political or financial huge power, right? So I wanted to say, even though we're trembling, even though we're scared, we have a choice. I decided to do that with the family member, not completely with the banging the pots part, but I'm trying, and at least I'm trying not to make myself feel better. But there are a whole lot of silence on social media from my friends, from people I know, and so on and so forth. And to me, let me just underline this, is not about religion. to me, it's about the worst type of genocide I've ever witnessed in my lifetime, where I see kids being bombed to shreds, being shot at, prisoners, including doctors, being tortured and raped, and the list goes on and on. And even if people are waking up, that's good. But I think this was something, I don't want to sound arrogant, but I knew about this since the age of 20 something. I'm 35 today. And I did boycott for a long time because it just is systematic abuse and apartheid and colonization, um, from a terrorist and pedophile state. And people can say what they want, but that's the truth. And you can go and look up, you know, books, scholars. Candace Owens is one of the newest ones. I'm really happy to have her because at least I know she speaks the truth. And yeah, free Palestine, free yourself from any type of mental, physical, sexual, mind, anything, a type of abuse.